And when I'll share my screen, you do all that, right? Or do I need to press something?
You just have to share your screen.
So is that the screen share button?
Yeah. Share
Okay.
screen button.
At the bottom, right?
Yeah. So I just went live.
Cool.
I think it's going. Hopefully it is. Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Is this
Welcome.
going live? Oh, man. I hope nothing went wrong because I can't see myself moving in there.
Let me pull it up.
Oh, Wayne. Wayne just joined. Hey, Wayne, do you
Oh,
see
cool.
us moving around? Let us know. And guys, if you're joining in here live, hashtag live. And if you're here for the replay, hashtag replay. And smash that heart button so everyone else in this group knows that this is going on. Cool. So you do hear me. Do you see the screen moving? Oh, okay, you do. Okay, great. Okay, I just don't see myself moving, but if everyone sees us moving and we're good and we're live and you can hear our sound, that's awesome. Hey Karen, hey Wayne, thanks for joining us. So today is a really exciting day because I want to show you that it's possible to grow your Facebook group and with ads. It's really crazy. It's this ninja thing. I've seen other people try it out, but Jay actually he did a little training for it on his group or in his wall, and I'm like, oh wow, you're actively teaching this kind of. So come into my group and show it to my people. So all right, Jay, take it away. Go ahead and get started whenever you want to share your screen.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for having me again. And yeah, so I may get a little scratchy getting over a cough if I sound weird at some points, but anyways, yeah. So the whole concept here is building an audience and kind of hitting them from these different angles. The example I'm going to show today is actually in the keto space. It's not like internet marketing, biz op, or anything. But what I like to do is teach concepts because the things you'll learn you could apply to, Chrome extensions or, ClickFunnels, whatever. So just to give you like a broad, the kind of, what do they say, 30,000 foot view. Um, my background is buying traffic. I've done a lot of different things. And in doing that, you learn a lot about all the mechanics of stuff. So uh, everybody knows like mini chat, the whole messenger ad thing, maybe like a year ago, it came out and was starting to pick up. And I thought, okay, how can I play with this? And I'm going to show you guys all this in a second. But one thing, I have a keto product. And so what I was doing was buying ads to an email opt in, and then I monetize them on the back end through keto tips, content, et cetera, while pushing our products basically. And so then knowing about things like text messaging and push notifications, et cetera, I know versus email, they get, for one, there's not really any spam filters. There probably will be, but the open rates, click rates are really high. So you can do a lot with a minimum amount of people. So what I started doing was running messenger ads to, my page, which was hooked up to ManyChat. So people basically message in and then it kind of goes from there. So I'll kind of dive into this a little bit and explain. I'm doing this in multiple markets now. And another thing I like about email, about ManyChat, anything that's kind of giving you a layer between you and the platform, because as we know, the rules can change. Facebook, they can change your reach, whatever it is, right? They can change the algorithm. Anything can happen. So I
Yeah.
like to take them off and get them on an email list, etc. But let's hop into this here. So I'm gonna go share. Here we go. Okay. All right. Can people see this here?
Yeah, let us know if you can see Jay's screen and let us know in the comments. You see Jay's screen? Yes. Okay, cool. People are saying yes.
Great. So first, I'm going to go through the ad. So essentially, I've run a bunch of different tests. Some aren't active, but the one that is running right now, I'll show you. And first off, you can just see the cost per result. It's around $1.50. And obviously, just like when you're buying ads to grow an email list, that's a huge variable. And if you're starting out, another reason to try to capture the user is I do a lot of stuff where we're spending a lot and the user either has to buy right then and there, or you monetize them through retargeting. But the nice thing with email is, or Messenger, right? It's the same concept. There's just two different platforms. But when you're building that audience through a group, et cetera, you have time to monetize, right? So even if you go out of the gate, you're not profitable at first, in theory, you're going to make your money back off of the messages, off the emails. Maybe it takes 6 months. I mean, I'm always looking at those metrics. I try to make my money back in, about 30 days. But anyways, let's hop in here. I'm going to show you the ad first. And just some basic ad stuff. I like to, for Messenger, you can't break things out as much as regular ads, but I have this broken out by desktop, DSK, and then mobile and IG's Instagram. So we'll just go in here, pull this one up. This could take a second. All right, so essentially, here's the text of the ad. Hopefully you can see it. If not, I'm basically saying, what's keto? How are people getting results? Message us to get a free guide. So what I was originally doing was people would message in, and then I would have an auto default reply in ManyChat that would give them a link to the free guide. But then I got a little paranoid. I heard, Facebook may crack down on messenger bots. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. And just for the record, let's not be a part of that. Don't over send to your people. Basically, if you upset people, they're going to complain. Facebook's going to make it more difficult. So I decided to create another layer where when they message in, let's use this person since we can't see their face. They don't know who I am. Don't want to put all these people out there. Anyhow, so people message in and how can I learn more about keto? They click on the ad. Let me hop back there again. Show you the ad in case you haven't seen this. You can see free keto mini guide and you're going to send a message in. So when they click that, and hopping back to my cost per message, it's slightly lower because some people will click your page and then message your page directly rather than directly through the ad. So it's actually about 30% lower than those, whatever Facebook's counting as a message. So anyway, so they message in and you can set up a default reply. People message in. I just do a little image. They can click here or here. And then that is going to take them to this free report here. So obviously it's like, yes, they have 2 steps and about 60% of the people will go further and put in their email. But if they're willing to message in and fill out the opt-in, they're pretty interested. They're pretty qualified. So I like that. It's almost like double opt-in. Mm-hmm. And then secondly, the other thing is that, again, if Facebook changes something, like somebody said they had a business built on Facebook and it was like having a mansion on a volcano, right? So I like to take them off the platform onto email. So for one, some people I'm going to get on just Messenger. They're not going to opt in, but I can always message them later. Hey, did you get the free report? Here's that link again, right? You can do that in a sequence. Secondly, I'm going to be able to hit them from different angles. So if they miss the email that I send, they may see a ManyChat message once I go into promoting products. So here, when they opt in, then they're going to end up here. This is a product of ours, basically saying, not sure if you can see this, but thanks, you'll get a welcome email, add us to your safe list. So I don't give them the free guide right there because I want them to go open the email because it helps my open rates and keeps all the IP reputation, domain sender reputation good. And I don't want them to get distracted from the product I'm pushing because that offsets my cost. And now, I've done this in other markets. Like this could be an affiliate product. I've even done before in the kind of male fitness area, something very similar. It was just too broad. It wasn't as targeted. Now I'm doing more targeted versus just like, hey, build muscle, lose weight, right? So, anyways, I had a supplement offer, and then the next page there was a button down here that was basically saying, if you don't want this, you can go off. And the next page had an ebook of some sort. So you can put multiple offers in here to help monetize your page. Now, hopping back to these replies, there's actually three things here. Hopefully you can see. Click here to read. That's going to take them again to the opt-in page.
Hey Jay, there's
Yes.
people coming in, so I want to say hi to them. Hey
Oh yeah,
Usman,
go
hey
for it.
Simon. Usman actually has a question. Is this better than solo ads?
Yes. So I've never been like a solo ads person, but recently I've tested them. My thing is Facebook has how many, billions of people, right? So what I find when I tested solo ads is open rates are really not that great. And the follow-ups, not many people open. Here's my guess, right? Let's say you're in Make Money Online and you're putting your solo ad in a Make Money Online list. You may get those opt-ins, but imagine how many other people they're seeing in their inbox. Also, keep in mind, like my copywriter buddy, he scales people 1 through 5. So a 5 is like, I've opted into 50 internet marketing things. I bought a few products. I haven't had success. I've been burnt. I tried some stuff that didn't work. So by that, what I mean is, they're being oversold all these things, right? You have to really convince them. It's not like maybe this keto, they're like a 3. Maybe they've tried a diet. Maybe they're into keto. They know a little bit. They've cooked some keto stuff, right? They're into health, something like that. But they're probably not too burnt out on this process necessarily. Most people are just trying to directly sell products, cookbooks, recipe books, and they're not, necessarily just pushing a product. So that goes for any market. I would rather pull cold traffic in and warm it up than go on someone else's list and compete with like 30 other people. Not that there's no other keto advertisers, but it's just a bigger pool. It can cost more, but I think in my experience, the interaction rate, buying rate is quite a bit higher. Now, what can work is joint venture rev share email drops where you say, hey, run my ad and we'll split profits. That can work better because the person has an incentive. If maybe the person's a product owner, maybe they do a keto protein, which I don't have, and I say, hey, drop my product. But I'll probably just drop my product. I probably won't necessarily do the free reports, although I could. So just from like a high level, that's just kind of what I've noticed. My strategy is people are just going to be less burnt out if you have a bigger pool of people to pull from, like Facebook, versus someone with a solo ad email list, or especially if you hit their list 3 or 4 times, 5 times, they've seen you a lot. So you need to space it out. I'd rather just have a consistent flow of traffic, even if it's like 5-10 leads a day, right? So that's kind of my thoughts there. And I don't know where we see the questions, but definitely feel free to cut me off if there's questions that happen, because I'm just sitting here
I
like
know.
looking at my own screen.
I'm
And
gonna ask the questions. So yeah, that's the only question that came in so far. Everyone else is. I'm trying to tell them, smash the heart button, you guys. If you are live, smash the heart button, and for the replay, smash hashtag replay. But if you're here right now, type 99 if you're getting value from this. So far, let's summarize for the people just randomly dropping in right now in the middle, like Melissa. Hey, Melissa, thanks for joining us.
welcome.
So let's summarize. What you do is you run a Facebook ad to a messenger bot, and then they will click on there, and then they have 3 options. the click here to read, the click to see product, and the join Facebook group. So you just give them those three options right off the bat, right?
Yeah, so hopping back into it and just catching people up, essentially, I'm building an audience around a niche that we'll see in a minute, but I'm going to build the fan page, build the chatbot subscribers, build the email subscribers, and the group, if I didn't say that already. So behind all of this, what I'm doing is I'm selling a keto product, so an actual supplement product, but it could be an affiliate product. I've done this in other niches where it's only affiliate, and I just have, a Rolodex of like 20 products that I promote. And just hopping back real quick, basically, I'm running ads that people see an ad like this saying to send a message in to get message us for the free keto mini guide, right? And so then when they do that, MiniChat sends them an auto reply. Hello, here's the free mini guide. Let us know if you have other questions. And then when they hit click to read, that's the first option. Or if they click up here where it says free keto mini guide, then they'll be taken off to this page wherein they can opt in. And then they will also be in my email list. And I have a sequence there following up. And this doesn't necessarily have to do with the audience building, but I immediately offer a product, my product in there to offset the costs. So it's like opt in, almost like a one-time offer kind of thing. And then I tell them to go look for the guide in their email. So that's kind of what we've seen so far. Where we left off is obviously I start promoting all these different places I want them to see the brand, the product, etc. here. So, and most people probably know what a lead magnet is. If you don't, it's basically, it seems like, oh, I'm just trying to get you to sign up to my list. But if I give a little bit of free value, it's a lot easier to build rapport than just running an ad and they just see that. There's kind of no personality behind it or any information. So I'm giving them basically how keto works, right? So you cut carbs, your body goes into fat burning mode if you know about keto or whatever. The supplement is there just to give you an edge and help speed up the process of when your body is craving carbs and when it needs ketones. Also, ketones can just give you energy as well during this process of going into ketosis. So the free guide supports the product I'm promoting. If I was like doing muscle building, then what I used to do is I would give out, it was like 5 tips to build more muscle or something like that. And then right if they opted in, they got an affiliate kind of pre-workout and then a book, an ebook about workouts, like another affiliate product. So anyways, you're trying to get their attention, create some value. And after that, there's email follow-ups and there's the chat bot has follow-ups as well. But the cool thing here is I'm able to email them. I'm able to put them in the group. So I can send broadcasts and just like some chatbot etiquette I've noticed. It's actually really funny, kind of like email. I'll send and some people will complain, like, why are you messaging me? I always figure some people, I'm thinking of like my mom on Facebook. She's not even on Facebook. She'd probably just like tap something and be like, what's this? And sign up for who knows what. So I don't really argue. I just unsubscribe them because there's no spam box. There's no filters. This is almost like getting a text. It's very direct, which works really well. But understand some people are going to want to be taken off. However, once I wrote a broadcast and then at the bottom I said, and if you don't want to receive our info, updates, discounts, products anymore, click this unsubscribe button. You can set up an unsubscribe button. And some people obviously unsubscribed. You want to get those people off because you don't want them to complain to Facebook. You don't want them to complain in your emails, etc. And I had other people that were like, oh no, please don't remove me. I love your stuff. So what I will do is I'll send out a combination. Like I sent out a free cookbook once. It was just like a PLR, private label rights, if you don't know what that is. Cookbook I found on Fiverr. I'll find a recipe here and there, or actually, I mean, I don't necessarily do this, but my guy does this. He goes around and he'll send out articles. So they're getting some free stuff. And then a couple times a week, I'll send them a message. Let's go look at that. It's basically just like an email broadcast, but very simple. Here's an article, unlock the secret to keto diet success. It's basically an article that then pushes the product.
So I kind of want to interrupt you here. It looks like 98% people, 97% people it was delivered to, and 58% opened your broadcast. So I kind of want to ask you during this point, how much, let's say, because I told my audience, hey, this is a way to grow your Facebook group, as well as sell your product, but kind of grow your Facebook group. When you were growing it, what was the cost per person that you can maybe average it to, and how fast was the growth using this method, which is Facebook ad to chatbot delivering value first?
So are you asking what's the cost per new group member?
Yeah. Do you calculate that, or is it like, I'm gonna throw in this batch number and then the average or how many people I got to join that day is, X amount, or that month is X amount?
Yeah. So I don't, the part of the problem is you can't track that on Facebook. I think you're supposed to be able to soon, or if you can, I haven't gotten the update. But let me pull up real quick back to the ads manager. I have run a lot of traffic to grow the fan page. It's got about, I don't know, maybe 27,000 people, because now you can invite people from the fan page to the group. So I get a lot of those. That was actually when I was doing this, they turned on that feature. You can see I get likes for about 8 to 13 cents on the fan page.
Yeah.
And so I'll invite those people. And if I send a broadcast like, hey guys, if you didn't join the group, here's a free group that we have, I'll get about 10% of the people I send to sign up. So if you figure you sent to like 2,000 people, I'll get about 200 people out of that send that will join the group. And then I also invite people from the fan page. So it's a little tough to say. That metric I don't necessarily have specifically down.
Yeah. I have a friend who also she sells keto products as well, and she did something similar to what you did, and she was getting 200 requests to her Facebook group a day. I don't know how many requests or how many ads you have running. She has like 5 ads, and it's all about like, hey, click here to get this free recipe. It's like, get this free thing. You don't need to opt in. You don't need to do anything. And she was getting a lot of requests a day, running the ads straight to the chatbot, not really like doing a to the Facebook page campaign.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Basically what I just showed, instead of messaging to get the free guide and opt in, you could focus on just the group and say, hey, trying to get results with keto, connect with other people, like-minded people, get recipes, get, expertise, etc. Free cookbooks, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
Just message in and we'll reply back with the link to the group.
Yeah. Simon actually has a question. Hey, Brian, thanks for joining us. Hey, Jessica, thanks for joining us. You guys, if you're here live, smash that heart button and type 101 so that we know. 101 in the comments. And if you have any questions, ask us. Simon has a good question that I also wonder myself. Doesn't offering a free PDF or ebook violate Facebook terms of service, as you are not allowed to promote digital products? I don't know. I have no idea.
Never heard of that. I mean, you can promote all kinds of digital products, ebooks, etc. So I don't.
And do you make your Facebook group private or public? The one that you funnel them into?
I make it private, because sometimes you just get these weird people, probably even more in make money online or something. But even in keto, you'll just get weird people in there posting up something I don't want in there. So, but yeah, you could definitely make it public. And I mean, a friend of mine, he doesn't even use this method. He has a totally different method, and he has like 140,000 people in his keto Facebook group. And he
Whoa.
finally created a product, but he was doing like 30 to 50,000 a month just promoting other people's stuff, Amazon, etc. So you can definitely do that route. Mine, since I'm kind of pushing my own product, I'm keeping it a little more targeted and focused. But if you wanted to go just wide
Yeah.
for volume, you can definitely do that and just promote the group.
Oh, okay. Hey, Nick, thanks for joining us. Um, Simon says, "Yikes, that would tank the average. Never heard of that." Okay. Oh no, that they're just replying to each other. All right, Jay, let's continue with the training. You guys, if you're getting any value from this training, and I know you probably are, type 101 in the comments. 101. So the rest of the group will know that this training is going on. And we're getting the inside scoop, the behind the scenes look on Jay's actual ad manager. So, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So basically, once you have them, in your audience, and yes, we're talking about groups, but keep in mind, anyone that replies to you, they're subscribed to the bot. So not everyone's going to opt in, not everyone's going to join the group, and so forth. In my case, initially, few people will buy the product, right? Like 1%. So um, through these broadcasts, just to show you guys some stats, it's like the open rates are really high. I mean, 93%, 17% click through rates. I mean, if this was email, you're happy if you get like 20% open rate, 15, 20%. So the people are pretty engaged. And the other kind of interesting thing is you can have conversations with people, because some people will ask like a question. I've even actually sold the product over a chat. This is all pretty automated, but once I was sitting there and I saw it come across my screen, someone asked something and I promoted the product. But basically, once you have them here, you can promote the product, you can promote the group, and let's
And you can
see.
even sell directly on ManyChat, right? There's an option where they can just pay you direct
Yeah,
through Stripe, I think.
yeah. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, here's the
Okay.
group here.
Karen has a
Oh, sorry.
question. Hey, Karen, thanks for joining us. So it's better to make a group from the fan page and promote from there. I think she's referring to your running your Facebook fan page, like likes to the fan page, and then so the fan page has a lot of likes, and then you can invite whoever liked your fan page to go into your group.
Yeah, so I've tested all kinds of things. I've also tested buying fans to the page, and then boosting posts to the fans to join the group. I can say then that they come in around $1.50. When I did that, the only thing that was something I did, but I don't like fan pages a whole lot because the reach is just terrible. I mean, it's gone downhill. A friend of mine, he manages like celebrity fan pages of like 5, 10 million, and some things a post would get like 30,000 clicks, and now they're getting like 100. It's
Oh,
just,
wow.
yeah, the reach is bad. If I post something on there and it gets 10%, it's, I'm lucky. But it can help with ads if you want to kind of get some engagement. I just like to kind of come from all these different angles, but honestly, showing the ManyChat broadcasting open rates and everything, like I said, when I have sent messages about the group, I'll get like 10%. So, and honestly, I don't even do that much because I don't want to burn people out. I like when in the beginning they get the report, they join the group, maybe they click to look at the product. I can retarget them even if they don't buy, but just right off that first reply, I'm kind of bringing them into this world where we're coming from all these different angles. And the way to not frustrate them is in this case give out free information, recipes, cookbooks, etc. If you're in it's like if you're in making money online,
Yeah.
etc., affiliate marketing, you're going to be giving some free information. So I wouldn't
Actually,
necessarily suggest that fan page then to the group method, though I did it for a bit. You'll probably get better results off of using just mini chat, hence why those ads are paused. um,
all right, Karen. Hopefully you got your answer there. So yeah, Jay tried that out, and he doesn't recommend that method as much anymore. So straight to Messenger. And I totally agree with you, Jay. That like you don't get fatigued if you're getting free stuff, free recipes, free advice for a while, and then and then I'm pitched some offer. But yeah, I can see why in your PDF, in your free thing, do you have like at the bottom, like buy my product? Is that part of the strategy?
I do. Yeah. Let me pull that up actually. Let's see here. I
Because
will
I'm
show
thinking
you.
about GroupConvert, my software, and it's not a physical product like a keto, you know, food supplement, but it's
Yeah.
I was
And
thinking, hey, I can offer a PDF that's like how to grow your Facebook group, and here are the top 10 ways these the Facebook group owners grow their group, and then after a while of
right.
giving advice at the very end, I'm like, some of them use GroupConvert, and this is what it does.
Yeah. And I don't actually do a PDF. I send them to a web page. Here it is. This is the free report. I just go through what is keto, does it work? And, I don't say people got these results with my product, but if you know anything about keto, it really does work. Just look up like keto transformations. All these people have good results. It's no like fabricated stuff or anything like that. I've also got a keto Instagram where we post and also send them to the free report. We may promote the group. We're building a YouTube channel as well. So anyhow, to Kim's question, it goes through how it works. And then at the bottom, hey, why don't you want to get this? Right? I mean, it's right there. So very
Brilliant.
convincing. Yeah. So again, I'm giving value. And then at the end, it's like, oh, by the way, if you want to enhance your results, you can do
Have
this.
you tested like different coupon codes or like no coupon codes, just like here it is? Have you tried different methods at the very bottom? What converts better?
Yeah, I have. Coupon codes can work pretty good. Sometimes I've also tested just trying to make it in like bundled offers, like three for the price of whatever. If you actually go through the process, for this product, you'll see that. In the case of affiliate products, in general, a coupon or coupon code, if they have one, can be pretty helpful or some kind of incentive. It just depends on what it is. But like when I was doing the like male fitness page, I think it was a free trial of a nitric oxide booster. So it converts pretty quickly, like pretty easily because it's just a free trial. But oftentimes they'll give you a coupon code even to reduce from $5 to $2, and it definitely bumps up the conversion rate a bit. So, but yeah, I've played with that. I've also played with not having it there, and I think it's better. They opt in, they see it, they read the report, then they see why maybe they want it. So it's kind of, I do this in other markets, and it works really well also to say, um, like in finance, investing type stuff, right? They sign up for some kind of investing information, they get hit with an offer, and this type of thing works really well for that. And then in the email follow-ups and everything. So yeah, you can definitely put stuff in there. I just do a web page. I don't even do a PDF because then it's just slower to download. It's more confusing than just clicking a link to open.
Yeah, just clicking a link, and you can always dynamically change it with a PDF. You have to like, do more steps to change that and update it. So it
Yeah,
makes
in some
sense in many
markets, in like make money online, maybe people will steal your content. I don't know, but
Uh, Hey
Yeah.
Wasim, hey Glenn, thanks for joining us. Hey Kim, hey Ernesto. Let us know if you have any questions. Karen said I was going to do CPA giveaways and sweepstakes. CPA giveaways and sweepstakes. Have you tried doing?
Like CPA offers related to freebies, like the gift card ones or things like that.
Well, we'll see, Karen, if you can reply to us. But guys, if you're here live, smash that heart button and type 77 in the comments. If you're getting value from this training, I am certainly getting value from this training. I'm trying to ask Jay the type of questions I hope you guys might ask when we're going through this. Another question I have as someone witnessing your training, Jay, is how can
Mhm.
we how easy it is for you to gather all this information. Like, do you research it and then put it up, or do you go to a source that you outsource it, or what do you do to gather the quick, the quick landing page, the step by, I don't know, all these freebies that you give away?
So for the free information, I actually know a lot about the keto diet, so I can just write that on my own. I will say if you're saying, "Hey, I want to grow like an affiliate marketing or some kind of business based off this, a group, something like that," obviously it's best if you are into it and you know some information. That way, in your group, I can actually I mean, I'm kind of busy to do it, but sometimes people will, for example, message in and ask, "Oh, I'm not losing weight," and I don't know why, but I'll just for like 5 minutes, I'll break down like, "What's your diet? What are you eating?" And I'll give them a reply. And same in the group, I'll just be like, "Hey, ask a question and kind of um, reply or whatnot." So for me, like, I actually put that keto guide together. I wrote it.
Ah,
Also, you can have people write it. If you're doing one thing I do, I've expanded into the kind of biz op internet marketing thing. And what I'm doing there is I know a lot, but there's so much is I just get PLR content, which is private label rights content. And this is also great for your email list, chatbot subscribers, and your group is just giving these free things away, right? People love that kind of stuff. Obviously, it can't be like terrible advice or something, but I get things like that, and then I'll pay for writing in the more investment space. I know some stuff, but I have some people I pay to write information, put guides together, or just like how to get into whatever market, that kind of thing. So in this case, like I didn't write a cookbook, but I found a PLR one.
where
And
do
I don't
you
know,
find it? At
just like
plr.net?
Fiverr, yeah, or search
Fiverr.
PLR, whatever. And then, make sure it's decent. But some people on Fiverr, they're selling this stuff for like, $5. It's like $5 for a cookbook or something. So basically, I just put that in there. It just means private label rights. You like some people it's not good for SEO. You got to have unique content, but if you're just creating newsletter content, chatbot content, group content, then you can get these and rework them or have someone rework them. And they're basically like they wrote an article, they wrote an ebook, and they want to sell it over and over and over. It's not so much they care about the uniqueness of their content. So if they wrote a cookbook, right, for keto, and then they sell it to, 1,000 people at $5, they made 5 grand. Maybe that's more than, trying to do it another way. So that's kind of the value there. And you can always do stuff like this, like Facebook Lives, if it's a niche that you want to kind of quote show your face, so to speak. Um, so yeah, I think the main thing there is just like don't always promote, and make sure to give a mix of good free value as well as the products. And if it's targeted, most people don't get upset. Again, I'm sure everyone's seen this online, right? It's like my friend, he's really big online, and he was also a psychology major at like Stanford. And he's like, just imagine when you walk down the street, 1 out of 1,000 people is crazy. Online, just multiply that because he gets all these weird comments. So you will get people upset about your messenger messages or that you're selling something, just unsubscribe them, get them out of there as quick as possible because you don't want them to complain. And then in my group, um, it's pretty simple. I have a guy who manages it. He does most of the posting. I think this is the fan page. It keeps bringing the here, let me move my window
Where
because
do you
it's
find your guy that manages your group?
I've got a team in the Philippines I've had for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Uh, you got to search around. There's some people on like maybe Fiverr. If you want Filipinos, onlinejobs.ph used to be pretty good. But a lot of times, honestly, I just get friends of their friends. Like my designer, he's kind of my main guy. So even his wife will do stuff sometimes, just like copy paste stuff. But usually through him, I'll be like, hey, do you know a social media person? So he'll do graphics for memes, etc.
Yeah.
And then the other person, they post them and schedule them. We schedule on the fan page, the group, and the Instagram through Hootsuite. The group, I don't know if the group can. I think the group connects. If it doesn't, he just posts it in there, schedules it. In here, for example, we've got articles, simple free content. Just go search for like a keto article. Go search for something you can post up. We've got these like meal plans, some like he I don't even know where he finds these funny memes, but they're pretty funny. When I try to make a salad, oh, messed up again. Before afters, these get like a lot of engagement. But yeah, so I'm always posting. I mean, not me personally, but we're always posting at least like 3 to 5 times a day in the group
Oh,
to
wow.
keep things going. And on the fan pages, we post like 5 or 10. And now we're building up the YouTube channel, which I like YouTube because it more snowballs. Like social media, like your lifespan of your post is maybe 24 hours if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Um, but again, that's kind of just how all these things are fitting together. I can give keto tips on YouTube in the description. You opt in. So they're all kind of compounding together. And then if people come in from a different source, because I buy other ads to this free report that I give away in there, obviously I push them to the group as well. So I say, hey, join our group, check out this. Same process, just a different platform. So yeah, it's cool. It's kind of, with the messenger, ManyChat kind of came out and I'm like, okay, but the messenger ads, then it was like, oh my gosh, I can just buy ads and have all these people opt in. I don't have to worry about some grief from Facebook so much. There's kind of a layer between you and Facebook for your ads because you're not saying, they can be really strict on supplements, for example. So it's not like, oh, this one word.
Interesting. That makes me wonder about the restricted industry, if like this is like some kind of way around that, because I don't know.
Well,
But
they've lightened up on supplements like 2011 through 14. I don't care if you had the most legitimate supplement on the planet, you probably just couldn't even get an ad live.
oh,
Now, you just have to be truthful, follow FTC guidelines, don't make obviously false claims or like, oh, lose 30 pounds in 30 days, because no before afters. I mean, I can use those real before afters in the report.
yeah.
And I get some of those off our Instagram because, and off the groups, and I'll say, hey, can I use this? So people in the group that get results post up. So it compounds that effect. But yeah, there's definitely people could be like, oh, message in for, I don't know, some scam or something. But none of us want to do that because we want to keep this alive.
Yeah, and so this is what I actually learned from you, Jay, because I don't know how you found out about this method, but I found it out about it through just happenstance. Like, so, my one of my group convert users, she's like, well, yeah, I'm having trouble. There's like 200 people waiting to get into my group and having trouble with this. I'm like, what, 200? I'm like, how are you getting these people coming in so fast when, your group just got started or something, and she's like, oh yeah, I run like Facebook ad to a messenger bot, and then I give them free value first, and then they opt into my group after that, and then I sell them my product in my group. And I'm like, oh my god, that is brilliant. So that's how I learned out about that. But what you told me was, hey, they might complain to you with a mini chat and Facebook. So as soon as they're like, oh, what is this? This is spammy, then you actively unsubscribe them. So I didn't know that part.
Keto's not too bad. Honestly, it's a lot of like older ladies, but definitely other markets. Some of these guys, they're just like, you know, male fitness. I don't know. They're just like, they just get on you, or doing some side hustle, make money online stuff I just started that I'm testing. Definitely some people give you some grief. I don't pay any attention. I just unsubscribe because, you know, there's all this whole page quality thing now. And I don't want people to start complaining about my page. That's why one time, you know, I sent a broadcast out. It got some sales, but it got some people like, oh, never message me again. And so then I messaged out my next like free article. I said, oh, and by the way, if you don't want to see this, just unsubscribe. And I got a you know, decent amount of unsubscribes compared to normal, like, you know, 20 or something off of like 1,500 people. But I also had people reply saying, no, don't take me off. I like your stuff. So you're kind of going to see that anywhere. If you're emailing, look at your sending emails, replies. Like I get some great, just wacky, I don't even know how these people survive sometimes, but you know, some of just aren't tech savvy. They're friendly. Oh, please don't message me. Okay, you've been unsubscribed. That's it. And you just move on with your life. Don't take it personal. Yeah. And so like for you, Kim, for example, you could run an ad to your group, right? Your
microphone, I don't know. It's kind of like a little scratchy. Maybe it's touching something. Just want to make sure it's not. It was fine before, and then it started like becoming scratchy. Hey, Craig, thanks for joining us. And Usman and Simon actually gave me a link that I sent to you, Jay, that says, no promotion allowed. Facebook will block your reach, will fall. Facebook is starting to look at spammy chatbots and have closed lots of chatbots recently. So I don't know what your opinion about that is, but he gave me a link. I didn't even look at it yet because I'm doing this with you. But
yeah, I mean, essentially, I'm sending people to a web page. I don't even do a PDF anyways. So it's not, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
But most of those compliance things, you can find a way around it. And if people aren't complaining about you, you're probably fine. I'll take a look at it though. But again, I don't actually give away like a digital product. It's just a link that goes to my site. So the guide isn't, if PDF isn't allowed, I send them to a web page anyways. So I'm not too concerned with that, but I'll take a look and then I can comment what I think or what my opinion is. And I haven't had any issues. I've run chat bots for like 3 niches now. It's been fine, but yeah, I'll be curious to look into that and see what it is. Probably what they don't want is someone has something that's kind of bad or already not too compliant on Facebook. Like let's say some really aggressive biz op that's like an ebook or digital course, and they wouldn't get it approved on Facebook. So maybe they say, hey, message me, and then send a link to something that Facebook wouldn't approve of as like a front end ad, something like that. But I'm curious. I'll give it a look.
Oh yeah. Hey Simon, so it's actually sending to a landing page, which should be fine. But hey Usman, hey Craig, hey Gregory, thanks for joining us. If you have any other questions, let us know. Usman was asking how much is an amount for your group manager, which is not related, but well, let's do you have like a set amount that you pay your group manager, or I don't care if you disclose
it's that. Like an hourly, and they kind of do multiple things. Like my designer, he creates graphics for the groups. He I think he's let's do the math. He's like $9 an hour, something like that.
$9 an hour.
His wife, who does more kind of copy paste stuff, she's a lot cheaper, like $3 an hour. And they're doing great over there. Like I'm like, I need to move to the Philippines. They're like living like kings over there. Yeah. um, but
All right.
anyways, first off, is my mic good? Is it better now?
Hey guys, let us know how his mic sounds because to me it still sounds kind of like scratching up, and I don't know if that's because it's touching something or is it because it's you're too far away or too close. But let us know if the sound is good for Jay. I want to make
Let
sure
me
that
look
it's
at
good for
here.
Jay. I mean, good for you guys when Jay talks. But just I guess just continue and I'll let you know. All right, so far for those of you who are
Perfect
Katie says I'm
example.
not interested.
I'm not interested. So now there are some things ManyChat has. If people say stop, it'll send unsubscribe. Sometimes you do have to go manually unsubscribe them. Um,
Oh.
do I know why someone sends a message to get a free report and immediately says, I'm not interested? I don't, but I'll take them off the list. Obviously, when you do a broadcast, it makes a bit more sense where people are like, no, thank you, take me off the list, that kind of thing. But for this, who knows? Um, so
Interesting.
yeah, the hopping back to what we were saying about sorry, I forget my screen's open so you guys can see all this stuff going on. I just closed that guy out. Um, so yeah, so going back to like in the group, right? I'm giving away. Oh no, I know. I was telling you about yours. So you could run an ad telling people to join your group. In your case, you ask for an email to join the group, anyways, right?
Yeah.
So you'll get the email from that. So they get an auto reply. Oh, thanks for messaging in. Here's the group. Let me know if you have any questions. By the way, here's a free training or whatever you may be giving away. Or when you get in there, you'll see a free training kind of thing. And then when they go to your group, some will not want to give their email. That's fine. They may not be that interested anyway. So I don't worry about those people too much. But you can always follow back up and message them. Sometimes too, I always figure maybe someone's at work, their boss walks by, so they like close their thing. So I like to send those kind of messages too. They're very non-intrusive, like, oh, if you missed the link to the group, here it is again. By the way, if you want to take a look at the product, here it is, or a coupon or something. Um, so yeah, I think in your case, you would do more of message in, link to the group, and then you'll get the email when they join the group, and then you can do all that stuff you already do in your group. And you have rather than, because not a criticism at anyone, but uh, and you asked where do I get my techniques from? I have multiple ways. One is like, so my mentor taught me tactics over strategies. A tactic works for a little bit. A strategy kind of transcends a platform. So chatbot is just a platform, email's a platform, but it's very similar. They act similar, right? I'm bringing you into my world, my newsletter, my group, my chatbot list, and then I can promote and build an audience on these platforms. So when I saw ManyChat and Messenger, and knowing from doing some SMS marketing before, um, push notifications, the open rates, everything's really good. I thought, oh, this is going to be really good. And so then I just kind of applied these principles to a new marketplace. Something else where I get techniques is I like to go in the trenches and see what people are doing, even if they're doing something that maybe earns like, a few $1,000s a month. I might be able to take it and apply it and scale it in a bigger way.
Yeah.
Um, so going back to the paid traffic, solo ads, groups, etc., there's a lot of cannibalization. If I have a group and I say, hey, Kim, join my group. And the way to grow your business is start your own group, just like mine, and then teach other people to grow a group. It can work and maybe you get a little traction, but then there's 20 people saying, join my affiliate marketing group, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe all pushing ClickFunnels or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. I only read a few of these, but when you're buying traffic, I'm reaching out to a huge audience. Let's say there's 20,000 people in the like ClickFunnels-ish affiliate group thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can reach of interested people. There's maybe like 20 million people interested in keto. Make money online. It's probably at least like 5 or 10 million. And you can convert cold traffic people into interested people. So for keto, any woman over 35 probably wants to lose weight. So I can promote to all those people. I just have to change the messaging to say, about, oh, there's an inquiry about the guide down at the bottom left. If you can see that. Anyways, they'll get an auto reply. But what I'm saying is the reach is much bigger. So I'm not competing with, not that I want to compete with Kim, but if I just pull from like someone else's group and then me, I'm the person, and 10 people want me to join their like ClickFunnels affiliate marketing group, for example. Why do I want to join 10 of them? Maybe I want to do 2 or 3. Yeah. Whereas when I'm buying an ad to get people in the group, it's so much bigger, right? Or again, even if you're buying on a different traffic source to an email opt-in and then pushing the group on the back end, it's much more scalable, and you can even grow your own kind of audience instead of people kind of cannibalizing. I'm not saying people can't do that. I'm just saying it's limited is all.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a good point with Facebook groups.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Evan, thanks for joining us. You guys, if you're here, smash the heart button. Let us know that you're here. Also, so the rest of the group will know that this training is going on. And type in 66 in the comments if you're getting value from this training. I know I am. I've learned a few things that I didn't know before. And also, Jay, how easy or hard or whatever is it to set something up like what you have going for your keto group?
It's pretty fast, actually. I found ManyChat. Once I understood it, it's pretty easy. Basically under this automation tab, you can set up like a default reply. That's very simple. And then if you want to, I'm very careful. I don't do a very big sequence in ManyChat because, again, if I'm emailing people every day, every other day, if I'm messaging them, they could get a little upset. So I just have a couple follow-ups over 7 days, 2 follow-ups. But I find it to be pretty simple, especially like you, for example. You have something in place. You just need to go set up some targeting, set up some ads, and run ads to promote your group, set up ManyChat. But you can take it and apply these concepts to your existing model, right? So it's going to be fairly quick to sign up. I think too, you can have maybe 2 or 3 fan pages with it's pretty high. Maybe like if you're under 5 or 10,000 subscribers, ManyChat's free actually. So that's pretty cool too. If you just want to start testing and see how this works, it's going to be pretty simple to get started. And again, if you have something going, it's pretty straightforward. I find also a friend of mine who's in the truck niche, actually, I shared this with him.
Yeah.
He has a big kind of sharing truck people. I don't have a truck, but he's real into it. They love sharing all about their trucks, their builds and everything. So he's built a big audience, and I was like, hey, you should try this to grow your group. And he's not that technical, but he just got someone on Fiverr, and I think they set it up in like 3 days, he said, and they did a good job. And it was maybe like $50 so there's always Fiverr to help you out. Just like ClickFunnels, like anything, go on Fiverr, Upwork, you can probably find someone. It's just going to cost a little more but probably not too much more if you just want to get it set up. And then let me touch a little bit on the ads because I'm not sure like how many ad buyers there are here. But starting out initially, and Facebook's all weird about telling you how big your audience is nowadays. due to all the privacy stuff. But anyways, so this estimated reach is obviously not accurate. um, but yeah, unavailable basically. But before, this would probably say like 1 million or something. So if you set up an ad, you can start with, hang on, I think my scroll bar is hidden here. Sorry about that. So here I'm excluding people who bought already because they've probably already been through this process. And in my case, I'm literally just targeting 30 plus women. And then under interests, things related to keto, keto cyclic ketogenic diet, keto adapted, keto app. If you're doing affiliate marketing, there's affiliate marketing interests. So you can start there. And then once you get probably about 300 people, it's better if you have more. You can always build lookalike audiences if you know what those are, off of your opt-ins or off of your messenger replies. But just as far as starting off targeting,
Yeah.
just basic ad buying, I like to start pretty tight, pretty focused. And then later, maybe I'll run an ad to all women over 30 and let Facebook do its thing and push me out to whoever. So if you're trying to decide who to target, you can build off that. If you have an email list already with like 1,000 people, you can build a lookalike audience off that, which are, they vary between like 1 and 2 million based on the percentage of closeness, if you know what that is for lookalikes. But it's very simple. If people don't know what lookalikes are, I can pull this up like, so here's a lookalike of people who added to the cart, 2.1 million, right? Here's website visitors lookalike, 2.1 million. And those are approximations, but whatever traffic, whatever opt-ins, whatever audience you have, you can build an audience off of that, as well as targeting interests. I would do it in separate campaigns, but if you're just getting started, you can just target interests and kind of build off of those things. And just create. I usually do like 3 ads, and then if it's way off, I'll do more. Like if I was getting like $5 messages,
Yeah.
I would obviously need to change that ad because you have to think.
Do you test on? Do you use anything to test like Ad Espresso or do you just create campaigns and come in and just look around?
I've used some of those before, but I don't find them to be too needed. I know people that do really high volume ad buys that like Reveal Bot. That's a popular one. But now Facebook has some of those automated rules already. So you could create a rule saying if your cost per result goes over $3, cut that ad or ad set or whatever. So could probably do like a whole training on that too. But start low budget. You're just trying to get message replies. There's no sense in Facebook's got to do its optimization thing. So you don't want to you can go out the gate at like $10, $25 a day and just see. Usually by like the 3rd or 4th day, you should know where your ads are landing. So yeah. And if you have a fan page like mine with 26,000, which it started before ManyChat or whatever, before I even created that product and stuff. You can also prompt people to message in as well. Let's go here for just a second.
Oh, hey Evan, hey Wesley. Simon has a question. He's like, do you use images or video ads? And if so, what performs the best? Looks like you did image ads, right?
Video, definitely.
Oh, okay.
You can combine them, but definitely break them out into different ad sets. Video is the most powerful. I mean, just think when you're on Facebook, if you see a video, you're probably going to watch for a few seconds. Also in a video, it's like a mini infomercial. You can, you can share a lot in a video that you can't in an image. You can retarget with both. You can always do both. Some people, they're more image people. So Facebook may put you in front of a different audience, but as a whole, that could be something interesting to look at too, real quick, is if you look at an ad here, this is a very generic ad. There's no, my name isn't there. There's nothing about selling a product. It's maybe like 30 seconds. It's a minute. I can see, but we'll just play this. This was just like something I got on Fiverr. It talks about the keto diet. And then at the end, it's just got some lady. That's like a stock video I got, you know, I don't know, on iStock of just a lady jumping because she lost weight. Very basic, and it's very kind of broad. So when they see this, they don't even know, you know, I'm just getting people interested in keto and taking them down the funnel, like down the path. There's no mention of a supplement. There's no mention of a product there. So it's a bit less threatening. Or when you're doing advertising where you're not trying to generate leads, that's why what's popular now is people will run a video and retarget the 50% engagers with something broad. So I could put out like some broad keto video and try to retarget the people who watch 50% or more with my product. But sorry, long answer to your question. Video is definitely dominating right now.
All right. Thanks, Simon, for asking these questions. Guys, you're watching the live, so hashtag live and let me know that you're here. And if you have any questions, please take this opportunity. Jay has over a decade of ad buying experience, so definitely use this time to ask Jay whatever questions that you have, and let me know if you are currently running Facebook ads right now, or if you need help running Facebook ads or you have no idea where to start. It seems like don't let the intimidation get to you, because from Jay's experience, you can just get the video from Fiverr. You could just have PLR from Fiverr, and you can even use Fiverr to start your ad for $50, and then they will run your ad for you. So it's pretty cool. So make the ad look more like a post than an ad. I don't know. Simon asked, yeah, do you make the ad look more like a post than an ad?
In this case, yes. So for this, because it's broad and I'm trying to get them on a list, I'm focusing on, I can pull it up again, but the text is really, I'm not selling anything. There's no discount, 20% off this product, nothing like that. Sorry here. The text is really just what's all the keto buzz and how are people getting results. When your body's in ketosis from a keto-based diet, you'll get energy by burning fat with ketones. Just a little description. But the main thing is message us for the free mini guide, free keto mini guide. All you have to do is send us a message and we'll send you the free keto mini guide. So I'm selling them the guide, but it's not, it's not real ad heavy with a bunch of, click here, discount today only, or anything like that. In other cases, I may show a broad ad like this to get interest, and then I might introduce a product like, if you're interested in the keto diet, here's 10% off. If I wasn't running this as a messenger ad, but as a video engagement ad, that's just a separate process. But in this case, yeah, it's very, very kind of non-salesy, and people can watch it and even learn a couple basic facts of what is keto and how does it work, right? So they're getting some free value even in the ad versus just like buy, 10% off, or, kind of thing. So it's non-threatening, and also, especially for health, Facebook likes that. They don't want me to be like, burn fat, lose 50 pounds in 10 minutes or anything. It's like jail time kind of ad. So
guys, let me know in the comment if you think that this idea, this strategy can apply to whatever you're doing. I feel like having something non-threatening as an ad to enter into a messenger bot that has really high open rate, really high read rate, and click-through rate is brilliant. That's why I wanted to bring Jay on and show you guys, hey, this is something that is working, and it doesn't just apply for keto, right? Like you told me, hey, actually, have you tried this in other niches besides keto, Jay?
Yeah. I touched on it earlier, but 3 other niches I'm doing this in. I've done it in the kind of male fitness. I just I wanted to get even more niched on that, but also in I do a lot of kind of personal finance affiliate stuff. And actually, I recently started testing. I'm creating a whole kind of make money online, biz op, side hustle, affiliate marketing, um, kind of newsletter, and a bunch of other things with it. So I've been testing it there as well, where same thing, they message in for free tips, and the follow up is shorter because I'm not finished with it yet. But so yeah, this the and that's one thing that's important. I think that a lot of people miss is like strategies transcend a tactic. Like tactics aren't bad, but if it's just like one dimensional, all this is building an audience from a different method, right? You could
Yeah.
build your audience through email. You could do it through a fan page. You could do it through group, YouTube. You can do all of them too, right? But um, since this is newer with messenger bots, that's why I've been putting some focus here. And again, I can message people who didn't join the group, buy the product, or do anything on ManyChat to re-engage them into that. And then I've got all these angles. They're going to see me, and eventually they're going to be like, "Hey, does this product work? Hey, is Kim's group really great?" And they're going to join. Not all of them, right? But I mean, you have like if you're just running an ad to, let's say, something saying join my group, a lot of people may just see it, click, like do nothing, right? So
Yeah.
here there's more steps. So let's say half the people right off the bat join your group. You've got another half to follow up with. Maybe they never join your group, but when you launch a product or something, you can re-message all these people if you haven't like annoyed them too much with stuff. So it's like another angle to build an audience and promote over time your product or affiliate products to these people.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's so powerful. And hey guys, let me know if you're gonna try this method this week because I told Jay when we were gonna do it last time, I'm like, I'm gonna try this. But what I did so far was I posted a job on Fiverr, and then the Fiverr person got back to me asking me for more information. So I'm like at that point, but because I have other projects going on, I'm like, oh, I need to get back to that Fiverr worker because I already deposited my money and I need to, do this. Actually, do it like this.
Yeah, and if it's something like this, like keto, where it's kind of broad, there's tons of stock videos, and if you're even decent on like putting together an Instagram video or anything, go get like 5 stock images, add some text, right? It's you don't have to overcomplicate it. I just use other people to free up my own time. But if you're starting out, you're trying to figure out how to do this, it's very easy to find stock images, free images, overlay the text. There's tons of mobile apps, or iMovie comes on every Apple to just put some videos together for your ads. So that kind of thing's pretty simple.
Cool. Jessica says she's trying this tomorrow. Good job, Jessica. I am
Yeah.
joining you. Hey,
And
Joe. Huh?
if anyone has like a, hey, how could I apply this to my methods or business? I can answer a couple of those too if people are want to share. Um, but again, it's like the concept is building an audience through this type of ad and through ManyChat. Whether you're promoting a group, a product, whatever, it can work for any of those. So again, the strategy transcends the marketplace or the product.
All right, cool. So is there anything else you guys would like to know before we wrap up? This training has gone over an hour, and usually I keep it around that amount of time because I feel like Jay has kind of given you all the concepts that you need, and also he's kind enough to show you like what actual words he's using, how non-threatening it is when people look at this ad, and all the resources that he went all the places he went to get the information, and it's, to me, it's like a ton of value. If you guys have any questions before we wrap up, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, smash the heart button. And Jay actually is launching something, so I kind of want to have him talk about what he's currently offering and what he's launching. Right, Jay? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this week, actually, on Thursday, I'm going to launch a group. It's almost like a mastermind, but like what I'm finding is there's a lot of people in these different areas. So I'm in some paid groups about Facebook ads because I do a lot of that, and there's really smart people in there. So what I'm doing is I'm starting a group, and my background, I've been doing this for over 10 years. So I've seen so many things happen and play out in so many different marketplaces. That's why I can tell you, don't message your people 5 times a day on Messenger bot. They're going to kill Messenger bots, and no one's going to like you. So I've seen a lot of things unfold. And again, when you know different strategies, I've even taken offline strategies of clients and brought them online. So what I find is there's a lot of people, they know one thing. And I'll give you an example. I was just at Traffic and Conversion Summit. And if you know who Agora is, they're a huge $1.5 billion company. And I was meeting with the CMO of one of their divisions. And these people spend $100,000s a day on ads, okay?
Yeah.
This division did over 300 million last year. And they've been having some trouble. So I was talking to them, and I realized they really know one thing, but there's a lot that they don't know. And part of it is they've just gotten big online the last few years. And I'm like, oh, you guys are dealing with stuff I dealt with 10 years ago, So I'm flying out there to consult them. But anyways, to shorten this, what I'm doing is I'm creating a paid group where I'm going to do trainings like this. This is one model I have. I have a lot of affiliate models. I have a lot of product models. I basically am an affiliate, and I also have an agency side. So what I want to do is basically share all of this with people where they can take these concepts or take these ideas and replicate them. So people will see this. Maybe someone's going to go try to clone my keto thing. Good luck. It's a pain. Getting your own product live is a lot of work and all that. Anyways, I don't really care about that. The point is someone can take this and run with this concept. So in this group, it's not going to be so narrowly focused like, oh, we're just focused on chatbots or we're just focused on ClickFunnels. To help, what I'm seeing is a lot of people know one thing and they don't know there's this whole world out there of all kinds of different things. And it's kind of interesting because a lot of the ad buyers don't know what product owners are doing or so anyways, it'll be me, but not just me, also other experts, other affiliates doing these trainings. We're going to be talking about building out CPA campaigns, building audiences like this, and using email in multiple markets. Some of it will be replicatable, copy paste, definitely, but it can also, again, be applied to other markets. Basics of ad buying, even in ad buyers. I know guys that manage spend for like 50 grand a day. And if you told them on Facebook, and if you told them to run a Google ad, they're clueless. So I've done Facebook, Google, native. There's a lot of second tier networks people don't even know about where you can spend like 10, 15 grand a day with tons of people. But what I'm going to do is create trainings like this and break down the models I'm using, as well as having other people in there to break down these models. And what happens is people learn, and there's other experts, and it's more of a collaboration. It's not like, oh, join my thing, and then I'm going to pitch you, this thing, and that's kind of it, right? Or I'm going to pitch this other guy's thing. It's more of a collaboration. So, for example, in this Facebook ads group I'm in, there's a lot of different ad buyers. You've got product owners, you've got affiliates, you've got agencies, and each of them are sharing what they're doing, and everyone's learning, and it's a great collaborative effort. So on Thursday, I'm going to do a beta test, push this live with some people, and Kim's going to be in there.
Yes.
So Anyway,
Sure.
so people can take this and there'll be all kinds of, content, trainings. People can ask questions. So all these questions you're asking, maybe go out there and try it. And then you're like, oh, shoot, it didn't work. Jonathan, what can I do? How can I make this work? Or the other thing is methods change over time and strategies can stay consistent. But if you learn a one-time wonder thing, right? Like that's it, right? Things can change in a year and it may not work. So this is going to be bigger than that, where you can learn to scale your affiliate business, your online marketing business outside of just kind of a few narrow things. We're going to have some cool stuff in there. I'm going to do like interviews where it would be like, okay, Kim, what's your business? She's going to give it to me. I'll break it down and maybe give like 10 things she could do to make it better or to grow it. Like, oh, run chatbots to your group or whatever it is. So anyways, I'm pretty excited about it. I've done some like coaching one-on-one. I've done some coaching for companies, consulting. It's been pretty good. This isn't going to be such like a high ticket, $4,000 coaching thing. That's the kind of thing I've done in the past. It's going to be a broader month to month price, but I think it'll be really cool. And everybody will be learning from each other. Like Simon, maybe he knows something about the chatbot rules I don't know. I'm like, oh, hey, cool, right? So it'll be really collaborative. And I just want to get all this information I've learned out there and teach others, because I do really enjoy the people I have taught. I really enjoy that. And I'm always out testing new models. I'm always out there doing it. There's some people who sell like a $2,000 course on Facebook ads, and then in 2 years they like vanish because Facebook changed and they didn't know what to do. So it won't be like that. It'll be ongoing and kind of build up a cool group of people to learn from. So the
Yeah.
way to get that will be send me a message, add me as a friend if you want. If you don't want, I understand. But send me a message, and then Thursday I will send the link out to the people who have messaged me directly. That way I can also see who's kind of interested. And I will push that out Thursday. And I think it'll be really cool. I've had great results in some of these kind of high-end ad buying groups for myself. I'm always learning. Even if I don't use it, I may pick up a strategy that gives me
I
like
want to add as
5%
well.
boost.
I want to add as well, you guys. If you're watching the live right now, hashtag interested if you want to learn more about Jay's group, because you can have someone who charges you like a lot of money for one course and you have to like go through all these videos, or you could join a group where someone like Jay, who has over a decade of experience buying ads on 30 different platforms, like narrow down on your current business. And that is it's like such a great idea, and it's such a kind of like more like a giving back than it is like anything else. And to me, that's so cool. So hashtag interested in the comments whether or not you're watching the live or the replay, and then I will reach out to you. And other than that, I also have Jay's name in the description, so you could just click on his name and message him on Facebook. But yeah, definitely hashtag interested, and we'll send you more information. Cool. Some
Yep,
people are
sounds
doing
good.
it. Simon's gonna go. Jessica will join.
Yes.
Cool, you guys. All right. All right. So cool, Jay. Thanks so much for dropping by today and having this. I don't know if you can stop sharing your screen so I can like hop on for a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, let me go back to
No
like
one needs to
that
see my
view.
screen anymore.
Well, thank you, Jay, so much. I was kind of
Yeah,
hidden this
great.
whole time, but now I'm back here. So you guys definitely hit Jay up and message him. He'll give you the link to the group. It is like a paid group, but I heard what Jay told me, how much it costs. Super affordable for all the value he's going to be bringing. And if today's training is a testament of what Jay knows, it's like really super valuable, awesome stuff you can immediately apply and be non-threatening on Facebook, use ads to introduce all these people into your world who are your target buyers. So it's awesome. So okay, guys, we are going to wrap it up today. So I will be clicking end live video. Are there any last minute things you have to say, Jay, before we go?
No, yeah. Just yeah, check out Thursday. The link will drop. It's going to be really cool. And again, if I don't know something, I probably know someone who does. So I'm going to have other really smart people in there. Some people, friends of mine that I work with and stuff, or do joint ventures with. So a lot of questions will get answered, and I think it'll be really cool and step people's game up a lot. We're also going to get into the don'ts, like don't do certain things, or how to grow a sustainable, marketing, affiliate marketing, online business, basically.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, Jay, for today. And
Yeah.
we will see you guys in this group for more training and more valuable things. Thanks so much for being in this group. Thanks, guys. Bye. I'm going to end the
Later.
live video. Bye, everyone. Bye, Holly. Bye, Dashin.